What is up, everybody? Long-awaited episode of Merry Chat. I hope you've been checking out the chillin' chats. I hope you've been checking out the music requests. I hope you've been checking out the streams over on twitch.tv/MurrayandJ08. And I hope you've been enjoying these huge giveaways. Got lots more coming. And I've been staying up on the news. I hope you've been following me on Twitter @SeanMurrayandJ. Subscribe, hit that notification bell, spread the word about Merry and J08. We're taking over in 2022. But on a more serious note, big, in the words of Pat the NES punk, big. There's been some big news in the gaming industry, some of the biggest. Of course, you don't even have to watch a gaming channel to know this. You turn the news on and you hear about it. I've been talking about it for a while on my other shows, on my audio podcast. Season 2 is out now, The Pixel Corner, episode 10. We talk about this in depth. Microsoft bought Activision Blizzard for $68.7 billion, almost $70 billion. Big. Sony buys Bungie for, what was it? $3.7 billion? $3.6 billion. And I go into detail with this. I break it down. I talk about what IPs they own. Microsoft owns a ton of IPs now. Going back to the PC days with Sierra, like Phantasmagoria, all those games. Police Quest, Spyro the Dragon, Crash Bandicoot. I mean, Aaron Greenberg put up his profile with Crash Bandicoot. Degeneration X, remember that? Remember that? Those that watch wrestling? Triple H. And, of course, it's been causing a ruckus. And I really don't understand why. Because my whole thing is, and what's funny is people think that Sony did this whole Bungie deal in retaliation to Microsoft. Yeah, let's get on the phone, and by tomorrow, this deal will be done. Like, this shit don't take months and months to work out with their legal teams and advisors and financial. These gaming journalists, it almost makes me feel ashamed, like almost embarrassed. Like, you got to see the fights that I've been getting into it with these people with millions of subscribers, big gaming journalists and big publications that I don't know how they got their job. They got their job because it's not based on skill or knowledge. They talk out of their rear, okay? They talk out of the butthole. They should stick to gaming and not business. This is why Microsoft just bought a $70 billion company, and these journalists are still wiping their behind with newspaper. Even some of these big YouTubers. I can't believe it. How did Microsoft do it? Well, I don't understand why they did it. And then you got these idiots going, like a few months ago, I can't believe Microsoft bought Ninja Theory. I can't believe it. Why the heck did they buy Double Fine? Now they're buying Activision Blizzard? Like, dude, you stick to what you do, whatever that is, and let the big boys do business. You should be seen but not heard. This is good for competition. This is what, makes products better. If a company's going to fail, then they fail. That's up to them. That's the road that they're going to go down. But let them do it. And you're trying to tell me that these companies don't research this? You better let your you better get a lawyer looking into this. Like Microsoft didn't sit down and think for this for such long periods of time before they made this acquisition. Are you kidding me? That's like this guy from Forbes. You can really see where his head is. Go back to playing Destiny. That's all you do. Or this guy from IGN that went off on his own and has his own channel. Talks out of his rear. Like, are you serious? Again, that's why Microsoft's Microsoft, and that's why you are who you are. It just baffles me. I can't believe they did this. Believe it, you ain't in Kansas anymore. And they're not done. And all these companies are going to keep doing it. It's survival of the fittest. It's called playing with the big boys. I don't know what else to tell you. And, like Microsoft says, like Phil Spencer came out and he talked about, how we're not going to take Call of Duty away from anybody. Okay. But, and then you have like Sony, Jim Ryan, how he's saying, well, we're not going to take Destiny away from anybody. And then you have these idiots that just don't understand business. And they're like, then what was the sense? What a waste of money. No, you idiots. Okay? Because first of all, they're working on other IPs. Some things will be exclusive. Some things will be timed exclusive. But you're also buying the teams. You're getting the talent. You're combining their talent with your team. Okay? Sony was just saying something about nobody at Bungie will be laid off. They're coming over. Microsoft, look at all the IPs and the development teams that are going to be joining Microsoft and Activision and Blizzard. You're getting the teams. You're getting the talent. And who knows, maybe some of these old IPs that have been sitting for years collecting dust will be revived again. Or these current IPs will be better now. We have to wait and see. You have to look at this with an open mind and with a business mind. Not as a foolish journalist. You know how many journalists blocked me on Twitter this week? Because they can't handle going toe-to-toe with me. Insta-block. It's easier than talking logic with me. I'd like to know the people that hired them. So, I'm interested to see what the future holds. And they're talking about, oh, look at all the mistakes that Sony made. Jack Tretton, Sean Layden, now Jim Ryan. They all had their talents. And, Phil Spencer, I talk about him a lot. I talked about him on the Pixel Corner. That man is a gem, not just to Microsoft, the way he turned them around. I mean, yeah, they had that whole thing with Don Matrick. Phil Spencer is a gem to the industry, not Microsoft, the industry, the gaming industry, what he's done. And he's a gamer. What he's done and how he turned this company around and how he fine-tooth combs everything. You think he just said one day, we're going to buy Activision Blizzard. I'm not going to research nothing. I'm not going to look into anything. We're just going to do it. That's what these YouTubers and gaming journalists think that's how it came about. Yeah, here's $70 billion. Huh? I would like to ask them, how do you exist? How do you function from day to day without a brain? But yeah, Phil Spencer is just a gem. He's a great dude, and he's looking into the future. Now, I was just reading an article right before I made this video, and I was doing some last second research. I don't even think I put this on the Pixel Corner. I don't think, but it'll be in the next episode if it's not, because I literally just read it, that Sony is looking to get serious into the games with the service IPs, and they hope to have 10 by March 2026. And that's not going to take away. Of course, now you have people in an uproar. Oh, say goodbye to single-player games. Yeah, they're going to take Cory Barlog and Neil Druckmann, Naughty Dog, and they're going to push them out to sea. No, that's staying the same. Why do people think... People have a mentality that it's this or that. It's not both. It's clear cut. You're going to have your single-player experiences. Sony's number one for that. I've always said this. The Last of Us, Spider-Man. But you're going to have these ongoing live services. I'm interested to see what Sony does. I think all this is good. I think this is all going to be good in the end, and I can't wait to see what the future holds. I think it's the best time to be a gamer. What do you guys think? Do you guys agree with me? Chime in the comments below. I want to hear from you. Murray and J08. Murray-ow! I love you guys. I really do. Now, you guys really are the best that ever lived.